Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome to Blackspan. And like y'all can see from the title, we're about to have us a good old fashioned kiki. Because at this point I feel like we need to just call a spade a spade. Like, nah, bruh, you don't need to be looking for a wife. You need to be looking for a CNA. Like, don't come trying to holler about marriage when you up in age. You only got a good 10 minutes worth of D. Either the balls is dribbled up all the way up to the shaft, or they long and droopy, look uncomfortable to carry. Like, I don't got time. And as women, we don't have time either. Because at the end of the day, you chose your lifestyle. You chose to spend your good years being a WHORE and giving your body up freely, not knowing that there will be dire consequences and ramifications to the end. You chose to spend a good portion of your life getting HIGH with your homeboys. You know what I understand? I'm gonna get into it because at the end of the day, and y'all women, y'all think because I'm young, I'm gonna get me an older man because an older man know how to treat a woman. Pause. No, they don't, because I got evidence of that too, y'all. I've been out here in the field. I've been gathering research. I'm talking about I'm gonna go over one of my text threads with an older gentleman, and I'm gonna show you. No, they don't know nothing because I've been out there gathering evidence. I talked to three of them on purpose. The last three older men that tried to get my number, I went ahead and gave it to them just so we could see how they interact. I spent like maybe I'm gonna say 2 weeks giving out my number, and honey, we're gonna go over these text messages because I'm gonna like. Child, look, it ain't what you think, baby. It is not what you think. So let me send out this link because we about to do us a good old kiki. Make sure you subscribe and like the video, okay? Because assist want to go up in through the algorithm too. So let's see. So we're gonna do share, copy link because I'm just like at this point, like, what are we doing? Because Mr. Samuels told us that we was gonna die alone and that we were not gonna have no men and all this. And when the truth of the matter is, it's the exact polar opposite. Y'all are dying alone. And I never quite put two and two together until CynthiaG went over this article. I'm gonna click on her page so you can see how to get there and go to it. I'm not gonna go over the article. I'm just gonna read a couple of bullet points at the top from it, the key points that I want to talk about because it relates to this. One moment. And it's like, and of course, I'm gonna put a disclaimer, not necessarily a disclaimer. I'm gonna say not all men, because of course I've met good men in my life. Most of the guys I've ever dated have been very good men. So we're not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it would just be being dishonest and disingenuous. At the same time, when we're talking about lifelong commitment and marriage, it seems like they're not in it for the long haul. Yeah, dating now. When I say I've dated good men, that means I have dated them. I'm not talking about being in committed relationships and stuff like that because it seems like they shy away from that at the time in their life when they should be more accepting of it and more moving towards it. You know what I mean? So, one moment. And it's like they shy away from it when you're in your good years, when you're in your quote unquote prime. Instead of sleeping around, giving your body to any and every woman because you think it's good to have notches on your belt, or you think it's okay to just have irresponsible sex and with no commitment, no loyalty, no honor, no respect behind it. And women are emotional creatures. A lot of times they use their eggplants as ways of manipulation. That's how a lot of women get caught up taking care of men. Then they don't even realize they're taking care of this guy until it's too late. That hasn't been me, because when I catch feelings, and if I catch feelings in a reasonable time. If I catch feelings and you don't have no feelings for me and I see you don't care about me, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm not going to stick with it. I'm not going to see what's going to happen. I'm not going to hope and wish and pray that this man changes and starts to care about me. I'm not going to do that. And that's how a lot of women fall short, because because this is what they think is going to happen, and it's just not going to happen. And I'm sorry to tell you, sis, it may never happen. And I just feel bad for those women who go through those type of things with these gentlemen, because you're a good girl, you're a good woman. Like, don't do that. And then a lot of men think because, oh, we have the phallus, we have the money, women are looking for someone to be provided for, that when they do get old and decide to get married, even though a woman their age is like, nah, I'm good, I've been there and done that with you already, then they think that we just go get a young chick. Let me tell you something. A young chick ain't gonna do nothing but live off you, mooch off you, use your credit, and don't get terminally ill while you're with this young girl that you have not solidified a proper bond with, for her to want to wipe your butt, bathe you, cook for you, chop up your food, run you back and forth to the doctor, nurse you back to health, heal you, and love you down. That comes with 20 years or better. A 5-year relationship, nobody's going to do that for you. Now, oh yeah, she'll get you a CNA, and she'll get her cousin to clock in on that cell phone and get a check off for using you, but you're going to be in that back room dying. I've seen it happen. Like, I got homegirls that's out there. I'm talking about old man eaters, honey. And child. Okay. So you don't want to spend your youth catering to a woman, treating her right, taking her on trips, doing this, doing that, and not just in it to use her for her body to actually solidify a bond with her. That's tricking. But you okay to die, old trick, being used by a young boy, don't care nothing about you, when you could establish a loving relationship. You know what I'm saying? That, I think it's weird that they think that us women are the ones gonna die alone, when actually it's you. You're the one desperate and destitute. When I did hair in the nursing home, it was mostly men in there. Now, it was women in there. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to put a false personification out there like only men are in nursing homes. But what I will say without a shadow of a doubt, those women had families coming to see them. It was one lady, her son made sure she got her hair done every week. He didn't even pay me through the nursing home. He cashed at me or Zelle me the money. He was like, make sure my mama go first, baby. And I made sure she was first. And so, and he was like, I'm a truck driver. I live in another state. I'm a widow. And I'm over the road, and just take care of my mama. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women, a lot of elderly people, they need round the clock care. They suffer from dementia and brain trauma and stuff like that. So, they need to be there. But men are just getting dumped there. These women are being placed there. You know what I mean? They have families come see them. They come take them out for holidays and stuff like that, depending on if the nurse signs off on, depending on what kind of care they're under and things of that nature. But a lot of the men that were in there, wasn't nobody coming to see them. It wasn't. And there's a video, I wish I had already pulled it up for you. If I can find it at the end, I'll show you, where this guy was like, there's only two type of men that's down alone. Either you had too many kids and your kids chose to take care of their mama over the daddy that was only sending them money and seeing them on holidays, or you chose to be a whore your whole life, and now nobody want that you didn't solidify a living relationship for somebody that want to take care of you. So I really think that this is gonna be a great conversation, and I want to go ahead and start getting into it. Give me one moment. Let me send out a text message to my girl here. Is this her? Yeah, this is her. You know when your friends have two phones. I got two phones. No. And then let's do, what is her name saved under? I hate when I can't remember what my friends' names are saved under. I be putting their nicknames in here, then I don't know. Whatever. So I had a brain fart. I'm sorry, girl, thinking of your name, and you always in my chat box, girl. I am so sorry. What is her real name? Because I know her real name is in here, not her nickname. Let me see. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and we forgot to do Rennie. Hold on. Sorry, Rennie. I got you, girl. So So, and I think that this is gonna be an interesting conversation and an interesting eye opener because a lot of women, they're getting caught up being these women's doormats, because they don't want to die alone. They're old. Like me personally, I'm cool if I pass away, not in a relationship, but surrounded by my grandkids and my great grandkids. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. My house is very comfortable, so I like it here. I don't mind being here. Have me drink in my bar, watch me some TV, walk my dog. I go to the park. If I want to go outside, I don't mind taking myself outside. That's not a big deal for me. Like, I'm not desperate for companionship because I can companionize. Yeah, I made that up. Myself. You know what I'm saying? I could take myself out to eat. Now, it would be nice to have a guy with me because, and some of my friends are in committed relationships. None of them are hardly single. So it's like, and the ones that are single, they don't like to do stuff that our age group would like to do. I like going to art exhibits. I like going to wine tastings. You know what I mean? I do like going to the club and dropping like I had every now and then, but that's not something that I do every now and then. That's every now and then. That's not all the time. And when I do fall up in the club, it's because, I'm vibing, I'm looking good. I'm just going to shoot some food, have some drinks, give me a bottle of wine, and, and commune with my ghetto peers, because I'm not too good to hang out with no demographic of people. But at the same time, I also want those precious moments where me and you laughing, talking about life, or you pillow talking about who's snitching in the hood and stuff like that. It's like, or you talking about what day you had at work or what you had going on or what day you had on the grind and just different stuff. I've been a lot of different women for a lot of different men. I have been a partner in crime where I had to go in the kitchen and cook, and I had to help you out because it was going down outside and you ain't got time to stop and do this and do that. I'm being the chef, you know what I'm saying? The ghetto chef. Y'all know what I mean? So it's like, and I've had those times where I had to, you working a double, you off late, I got to stay up, run, make sure your bath is hot, and take care of you and scrub your back and rub your feet because you got to get up again at 4 o'clock in the morning. I've also been that girl, and I've also been that rider, like, so-and-so not getting away with such and such. So, and it's like, men don't seem to want that anymore, especially seem in the Black community. And I think it's partially because, one, women in the effort to not be alone have really relaxed their standards. You know what I mean? And I think now in the mid 2000s, in the 20th century, now they're starting to, though you see those standards starting to rise again. Because now it's like, okay, I met you halfway. I fell in love with your potential. And it still end up in irreconcilable differences. So now it's to the point to where people are literally like, no. And then I know for women, it's for Black women, when Black women tend to date younger, they tend to get married because those younger men or on some most stuff, they like, I'd have been there. I've done that already. I didn't have a father. I want a family. I have a good friend of mine. She married a person that's 10 years younger than her. They have a beautiful family. She gave him 2 more kids, even though her kids were up in age, because he didn't have any children. He wanted a family. He wanted to be a father. So it's like when men get different results when they tend to date younger. And this is all throughout this article, through another article that I read on the subject, and through another a YouTube creator. I'll put her page up here as well. So this is all substantiated facts. I'm just not rambling or just speaking, anecdotally about personal experiences from friends and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like Black women are getting different results when they tend to go younger than Black men are getting, because the Black female demographic nowadays, they have basically turned themselves into whores because they thought whores was the way to get a man. I remember in the 90s, when you wanted to find a husband, you went to college. You know what I mean? And in the 2000s, when people wanted to find a husband, they became strippers and went to the strip club. So times did a complete change, and people want to blame rap music and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you can't blame anything for what you participated in. It's just like, okay, yeah, they put crack in the ghettos in the 80s, but you didn't have to sell it to your people. Yeah, they put guns in the hoods, but you didn't have to use them against each other. Yeah, the CIA created either the Bloods or the Crips so they could infiltrate the other, but you didn't have to be infiltrated. You could have stayed positive as a community group that were too young to join the Panthers. You did that. Yeah, the Panthers could still be going long and strong, but y'all want to let biracial Becky and light-skinned Linda come in there who were agents and just mess up the whole thing. Asada Shakur said plenty of times that not Angela Davis, what's the other lady name? I forget her name. It's gonna come to me. Was an agent. And she thought he was an agent. She was an agent, but nobody wanted to listen. Remember, the Black Panthers were 72% Black women. They like to put the men out there, but that was a majority women's group, just like Black Lives Matter and any other social change group that has come about in the last quarter of a century, the last 30, 40 years, you know what I mean? From the 20s on up to nowadays. It's always been black female headed. Just like Marcus Garvey, the United Negro Improvement Association, the UNIA or something like that. Majority women. You know what I mean? So it's not far-fetched to believe that without you going to substantiate yourself, which I encourage you to do, that the Black Panthers were mostly Black women. So when they was letting all these biracial, all these ling-lings, all these white women just think that they could do something, because they say, oh, no, you can make your own White Panther party and all that there stuff. The truth is, y'all was still sleeping with these women, still encouraging these women. Remember how many of our Black leaders died at the hand of European prostitutes? I don't know if you can say that word on WHORESs. You know what I mean? From Sam Cooke to Huey Newton. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants all this Black power, but it wasn't no Black power in the bedroom. There was no loyalty with your woman while you was on this march to freedom. And look at my video, The Denial of Separate But Equal. And I laid it out how they only wanted proximity to whiteness. It wasn't about Black equality, Black freedom, or regaining our rights as indigenous people of this land. It was not about that. You know what I'm saying? And go look at the video. I laid it out for you. So, like I said, at this point, y'all just might as well just go ahead and get a CNA, because at the end of the day, y'all need providers. Y'all want to get in these committed relationships when your kidneys failing, when your stroke died, when your chest hurt, when you got sleep apnea, sleeping with a mask, when you just sip too much drink and pop too many pills and smoke too much drug, you got brain atrophy, your penis only lasts 3 minutes. Like, oh, nah, you want to get married. Nah. So I want to read this real quick and this is by, what's his name? Greg. Okay, yeah. Greg Mateos, he is a doctor. So this is something that he studies. This is in Psychology Today. This is a very good source. And I want y'all to read this because I only brought this source up because it's more legitimate as opposed to me going to like the Wikipedia of stats and things of that nature. And also, you can also look at they seem to be putting out the results from the census bit by bit, but it's also a little bit in there too. But it doesn't put it in this terminology or in this context. So let's look at the key points of this article, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to a content creator who I recently subscribed to because of this particular video. So it says dating opportunities for heterosexual. I almost said homosexual. And one more thing. It's funny how they love to have sex with women, but they spend all their free time surrounded by dudes. But okay. Anyway, dating opportunities for heterosexual men are diminishing as relationship standards rise. See, I just said that, as relationship standards rise. Men represent approximately 62% of, which is over 50, more than half, 62% of dating app users, lowering their chances for matches. Men need to address skill, and this is what I'm going to talk about in those text messages, the lack of dating skills and comprehension skills and communication skills, which makes it hard to date them because they don't know how to communicate. They probably don't even know how to date or what a date is and what it really consists of. Okay, so address the skill deficits that they to meet healthier relationships and expectations. So yeah, I would love for you guys to go over this article in Psychology Today. I am going to actually, ooh, don't do that. I'm going to actually put the link in the chat so you guys can look it up. Let me let that update. Okay. And then also, you know, a lot of people don't want to read, so you are more than welcome to go to. I brought it up for you here on CynthiaG's page. It is called. Oh, this is a good video right here. I was looking at. I fell asleep on it last night, but baby, look, that's actually coincides with what I'm talking about today. So I'm gonna leave that right there. But if you go to her page, it's called. I'm gonna have to look it up for you. But I want to go over this real quick. And what this sister said right here, it was very enlightening. And I think that it speaks volume as to where we are today. From young women to older women, because a lot of young women, they tend to spend their youth like they're supposed to, getting educated, dating, still looking for love, but not really believing in it just because the father probably wasn't there, or they were probably lied to. You know how a man will say he wants a family with you, and then next thing you know, you're pregnant and alone, you know, because you fell for the okie doke. You believed him when he said he wanted a family. You believed him when he said he would be there for you and that he loved you and things of that nature. And then a lot of times you have men that impregnate someone when they know the relationship is falling apart, and they would think a baby would change that, you know what I mean? Or they want to shoot for a girl or shoot for a boy, and they thought that this would save that relationship that they had given so much time to. And because men get caught up in that too. It's not just women, where they devote so much time to one person to where now they're like, I don't want a relationship, but yet you still everyone needs a relationship to survive. It's natural instinct. It's how as people were created. You know what I mean? So it's like you spend your youth with this bad guy or this bad woman, and now you just emotionally screwed, and you don't know how to love again. You don't know how to be in a relationship again. And then you spend all your time being alone. And then when you get ready to get back out there, prospects are slim. Everybody's young, juvenile, incapable of understanding, comprehension, communication. And it's like, then you're like, I might as well just be alone. And it's like, if that woman that's been through that and that guy that's been through that can get together, there would be a perfect relationship. But they can't find each other because you got all the BS in the way, you know? But anyway, I want y'all to look at this, and I want y'all to really beware. Okay? The title of this movie is a movie. That's chocolate. That's not a cavity. But I think my mouth already, but yes, I did have some chocolate today. Leave me alone. So this is entitled, Do Not Be a Hospice Wife. Okay? Don't become it. Just don't you do it. So let's listen up here.
Sisters, we've got to stop being hospice care wives. We have to. Today, yet another friend I've learned who got married later in life, and I'm talking 45 and above, because it seems that when myself and my friends who have been single women who, wanted to get married when we were 23 to a nice man who built something with us, it didn't happen. And so we turned 45, and then suddenly here come all these brothers, 40, 45, 50, just Rico Suaves. I mean, complete love bomb. They grabbed my friends, they ran them down the aisle. And
yeah. And then it's like these ladies are older, so they're thinking that, okay, we're both ready to settle down. Game. Listen.
And today I find out yet another one of their husbands has dropped dead. I just put it that way.
I'm sorry.
He was already sick when he got with her. And what I'm finding is that with a lot of my friends, because we've been professional women, are getting married to these men, and they are simply looking for benefits. They're looking to rest and to nest. It's not in sickness and in health, it's in sickness and in death. So they realize that they can't pee anymore, or their kidneys are failing, or they feel like they are about to have a stroke or have already had one. And then suddenly they meet my beautiful friends who've worked hard to do everything in life, to take care of themselves, to not be one of the 4 or 5 Black women who are murdered every day by mostly Black men. And they come up, meet my friends, and they run and get married. And the next thing I know, my friends are dealing with millions of dollars worth of medical bills. Not only dealing with the medical bills, but after these men have passed, here come all their grown ugly kids busting up into my friend's house, breaking their noses, carrying things out of their house, and knowing that their dad was living in efficiency.
And you know, and that's really sad how these women are, and then let's talk to that real quick. Because they're so desperate that they letting this man, that you done built this what for yourself, and you're gonna let this man come sweet talk you, not come to the table with nothing. Because you already have everything. See, even if I'm self-sufficient, I could take care of myself, that doesn't mean that I'm looking for love to the point where I'm going to take care of you just to be my companion. I'm not going to buy companionship. You mean tell me you have the same 50 years that I had and you haven't accumulated any type of wealth and you want to run me down the aisle because you love me? No. We're not combining incomes. We're not combining our IRAs and our 401ks so that we can have an even better retirement. So that we could be sitting on millions at our old age and we can spoil our grandchildren. You 50 years old, still renting an apartment, not even a house, still renting a little bitty ass apartment that you can afford on your fixed income, and you have enough nerve to marry someone who's been a nurse for the past 30 years, and ma'am, you're gonna marry him? So whose fault is that really that you falling for this game? Like, stop it. Go let them get a hospice care provider. Go let them get a CNA. One of the people that punch in on the phone and sit there and let you watch TV while you sit laying there starving in your own feces because they don't really want to change your diaper. Like, that's what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Most of these men have been whores, heartbreakers, and most of their lives. So let them sit there and swallow that because that's what you get. Because one of them women whose heart you broke was the one that was willing to go through this illness and this death with you. I'm just saying. Because they out there marrying these whores. These whores are turning into rich housewives. You see it all in the NBA and the NFL and in corporate America all day long. So they gonna have somebody wiping their ass. Y'all not. But listen to the game. Listen to what she's saying.
One of them was living with his mother, goes to live with my friend who has a house of her own, and then he passes away, and then here come all of his grown children and grandchildren kicking in her door to take things because they're certain that she's killed him, even though he's been on kidney dialysis for almost as long as, well, I guess a week after they got married. We've got to stop this because here's the thing that we need to get in our heads, sisters. If he did not change y'all's babies' diapers when y'all were 23, 24, 27, you don't need to be changing his pants.
Yes, honey. If he ain't never changed, why? I got a homegirl. She decided to marry her child's father. Now their child is 19. There was 19 at the time. He was in college, and he told his mama, "Don't do that. Like, he was never there for me. He wasn't never there for us. And now he want to marry you because I got this scholarship and I'm playing now." And he's one of those, since he's, this just recently happened. So now, you know, that law changed. So he gets sponsorships on his little TikTok and his Instagram. He's a good college player. I foresee him going to the league. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be right there with my nephew now. I really foresee him going to the league. And, now that the work has been done, all the summer camps, all the football camps, her going out there playing football with him, all that groundwork has been laid. Now he's in college making money. Now all of a sudden the daddy want to marry the mama and go to all the games. Do you know that he said, you can marry dad if you want to, don't you bring that nigga into my game? Because it's going to mess me up mentally. I'm in a good headspace. I'm an honor student. I'm making good grades. I'm on the starting line. I'm already being scouted for the pros. I don't need nothing to throw me off, mama. Do not bring him to none of my games. And he was adamant. And he said, if you're going to bring him to my games, then you don't come. And he meant that. And you know she don't go to her son's football games no more? Because of that nigga. He wasn't changing no diapers on the field, kicking field goals. But now he want to benefit because he see his son getting money already. Already got Nike looking at him, and he definitely going to the league. And since he graduated high school with an associate's, he got 2 years before he have a bachelor's, and he off to the league. I can't say what team is already looking at him, but he's like the brother going. But she don't see the game in that. And he's still a cheater. I seen him at Miss A's last Monday. I left. I said, let me get off this pool table. Get out of here, because she don't want to listen. But go ahead. Go off, sis.
If he did not push your babies that you had together after y'all got married in that house that y'all got together in a stroller, don't push him around in a wheelchair. Like the last funeral I went to was of a sister, a nurse, who married a man who had kids. She had kids. Sister doing just totally fine by herself. Nice condo. Marries him, moves him in. Few years later, he dies. A torso. Diabetes. Had every limb on his body taken off except for his head. He was a torso by the time they put him in the casket. She's left with his medical bills and dealing with his grown kids who feel that even though that condo was already hers before she married him, that they're supposed to be getting something. Stop marrying them. Stop marrying them. If you're not 22 or 23 and y'all are working to build something together, don't do it. Because this is when black men get 45 in their 50s, they start to realize that they have an expiration date. And that's when they decide that they're going to find the best black woman that they can find, marry you, they make sure you got benefits and you got a place to stay, and then they want to come and sit in their femininity.
They want to come and be your bitch. I told y'all, look at my video. What it's titled, Black women are single because they're too feminine. These men want a provider, bro. They want a man with a cat. I'm telling you, they want somebody to take care of them. I'm telling you, when they look, the age group of men I like them 35 to 45. I don't really like older guys, like real old. I don't mind. Matter of fact, I'll take 27 because the last guy I talked to, he was 25, 26, and he was a pretty good guy. He was promiscuous, but he was like mad cool. We had so much fun together. We weren't in relationships, so we had mad fun together. We used to kick it together all the time. We used to watch crazy ass movies and be like, what? Like eat popsicles, sit outside, eat popsicles. Bitch, look, I like ice cream. Don't play with me. Shoot, walk to the cool cup lady house, like go to the park, run up and down the street with dogs. He was real cool. Young, energetic, fun, had some money. Shoot, love my big fine ass, because baby, it ain't nothing like walking in the place and everybody looking at your woman. But anyway, so yeah, I would say 25 to 45 it would be a decent age range. And it's like, if you haven't solidified any type of bond with this guy, why? Like when I'm talking to someone older who has children, I always ask them, like, how often do you see your kids? If we chilling and your kid's not calling you, I went to Mexico with a friend of mine recently. The whole trip, his daughter calling him, checking on him, his other kids calling him, because he had 2 daughters. And they was calling him and checking on him and, Daddy, you all right? We miss you. See, I liked him. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm around you and your kids ain't called you at all, they ain't bothered with you, they don't want to see you, don't want to talk to you, don't want to touch you, like, that's a red flag for me. And if you older, like, and you don't have children, then I understand, okay, this person like prophylactics, or maybe this count is low. It's not a red flag, but I'm peeping game. I'm trying to see why is that. You know what I mean? And if you in your 20s and you just want to have some fun and you chilling and I'm chilling, and I understand you not being a parent yet, because I didn't become a parent till I was in my mid 20s. You know what I mean? So I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, y'all squander y'all youth on random tramps and schizoids and women that you know you're not equally yoked with. You know, dating women because they pretty or they're light skinned or because you like being used. You know, you don't mind being no trick. Well, I guess you should have been getting with somebody who had enough sense to have life insurance so you can borrow against it if you get sick. Make sure you have health insurance. Make sure you have good credit. Make sure you understand what credit is. And it's not that a person's not trying to be your mom, but it's like at the same time, or it's not like women don't think that you're being this guy's mom when he does have a job, he does have money. It's okay for a lot of guys that have money don't know what to do with it. That's where you step in and be like, I know what to do with it. Because I know what to do with some money, baby. Flip it, strip it down, and flip it again. I know what to do with some money. So, you know, and that's where teamship come in at. That's when we're being a team. We taking your money, legitimizing it, or we're taking your money that you make at work so we can start this company so that you don't have to keep working yourself to a grave. You know what I'm saying? We can make $100,000, buy a couple 18-wheelers, then drive them ourselves for a couple years, then get us some drivers and be made in the shade. We can do that. We can both get on computers and figure out how do we get these Amazon routes. How are they doing these box trucks with Amazon? You know what I'm saying? What's the insurance rate? We can both get on these computers and figure these things out together. We can both figure out retirement plans so that by the time we're 40, we're retired. You know what I mean? But it's like, no. They don't want to put that work in. They want to be 45 in the club popping bottles with young tenderonis that's only sleeping with you because of money. You know they don't like you. They know they don't like you. Once you reach a certain age group, young man, you men out there, hope y'all listening. Once y'all reach a certain age group, women stop sleeping with you because they like you. Your pectorals are sagging because men sag too. Your body, your tummy is pot belly. No matter how big your thing is, you're not very appealing in the nude. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh yeah, that old man got some good TT and he can do this and he can do that, but they still gonna be with somebody that's more aesthetically pleasing to their young eye. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy, let's see. I used to try to skip school. He used to make me go to school. He used to drop me off. You know, this is an older guy. He is maybe like 43, 45. I don't remember how old he is. But anyway, he was with this young girl for 6 years. He thought he was gonna be with her and they was gonna get married. I'm like, I kept telling him because I'm his friend, bro. You that girl trick. Me and her the same age, bro. Trust me, you is her trick. She don't like you like that. I'm telling him on God, cause like that's my friend. That she not my friend, he my friend. So I'm really telling him on God, bro. You was that girl trick. Yo, they said the 7th year he decided he wanted to get married to her. Guess what he found out? 3 years ago, she had already got married, and she was like, "I thought you knew I was married." You was her trick. She married somebody her age. He had just started doing something. He didn't have the kind of money that he had. So she was still creeping around with him. And I was telling him, bro, she don't even sleep with you like that. You know, she come over here, chill with you, get money from you, smoke with you, you know what I'm saying, chop it up with you in the front yard. Like, when was the last time you actually touched her? You think y'all together? I ain't seen my friend down bad like that. He was so broken heart. I'm like, bro, give like you got 2 baby mamas, both of them single. You've been knowing them since high school. Marry one of them. But they ain't want him either. Then, you know, he got sick and stuff. You know, poor thing. But anyway, come on.
But didn't do anything for you. They gave their youth and all of their health and their years of fertility and the years that they could have built wealth to some thought, or just tramped around or bought cars while we were paying extra to stay in safe apartment complexes. We built our careers and built our financial wealth. And then now all of a sudden they want to come in and move into your house and have you to take care of them while they lay upon you. I mean, I could go down the list. I have one friend, married a guy. She was totally doing well by herself, married him. 2 weeks later, he's sick, quits working on her medical insurance. She's got $1 million worth of medical bills. Another friend married a guy. Oh, he was love bombing her. I was in their freaking wedding. And guess what? Year after going back for their 1 year anniversary, I was going to go back there for it. He laid in the bed and died. Heart attack, right? Another friend married a guy. Soon as she married him, he realized that he...
I mean, and what do y'all see that's in common? Running them streets is unhealthy. See, and that's why that's why women in the black community have a longer lifespan than men. We're not outside running the streets all day. We're not out there doing all that smoking and drinking and gyrating and having all that weird sex. We're not doing all that. We are at school. We are at work. We are taking care of the children that you abandoned. Like, so, you know, we eating salads. We eating healthier. It's like, it's not giving what it was supposed to have gave at all. It's like, I see so many black women that are so successful and so single. And I be like, man, they deserve happiness. I deserve happiness. You know, we all do. And it's like they don't want it until they're like old. So they're old. And it's like, at this point, we can't have no fun. We can't go nowhere. We can't do nothing. If I'm not married by the time I'm like in my 40s, I'm not gonna do it, because at this point I feel like now you just trying to use me. Now what you really got up your sleeve? I'm gonna tell you these text messages in a minute. Let this lady finish talking. This man said that he was almost 50. He was in his late 40s. Let me child.
He was sick. He didn't know that beforehand. Gets with her, gets on her medical insurance, lives off of her, and then as soon as he got well from his illness, he left her, and now she's paying him alimony and has to give him a portion of her retirement. Sisters, we got to stop being taken advantage of. We got to stop being...
So she nursed this man back to health, took care of him. He lived and he left her, and now he gets to get some of her retirement. He gets to retire off her. Now, how many women think he's done that to? Is this a pattern? They're like, child.
Hospice care wives. If you want to get with them, go ahead and get with him. If you want to move him in your house, move him in your house. But here's what you don't do. Do not marry him, because then he becomes your financial responsibility. And I'm telling you, these black kings, they love to rest in their femininity. They love to come up in your nice house with your fireplace and lay there and have you to nurse them to death. If you just want to have him and you just want a king, you just want one, here's what you do. Because he's going to move into your house, and then you're going to put your money together. Then he's going to take your money to buy you an engagement ring with your money. Tell him don't do that. Take that money and go get him a complete physical. Get a full physical. I'm talking teeth and everything, because most of these brothers have not been to the doctor since they were playing football and had a physical, right? In high school. And they're missing teeth and all this. So look at how much you're going to have to pay to sustain him for the next 5 years, because most of them are dying like at 50, before 55. So if you marry him later in life, see how much it's going to cost you to take care of him. And try to look into see what those medical bills are going to be. Okay, look at his health insurance if he has any, and make sure that he stays on his health insurance and doesn't get on yours, because yours most likely is going to be better than his, because you will have, built up something and been at your job for a while. Don't put him on your medical benefits. Okay, once you find out what his health is, then the next thing you do is go get a life insurance policy, no less than $100,000. Get a life insurance policy, go to an attorney, have a will written up, and have him to agree that whatever he walked in with is what he's going to be walking out with. And if he should die before you, which he probably will, then his grown-ass ugly kids and grandkids and great-grandkids can come and get his things in a trash bag sitting out on the yard, and they can come and get all of that.
Girl, not the trash bag, not the CynthiaG trash bag.
Okay, the insurance policy will be in your name. You will be the beneficiary. Now, if you all decide that if something happens to him, you want to give his kids, some of that, then y'all decide that and put it in writing and also have it on video. Because I can guarantee you this: their daddy could have had prostate cancer and been on kids who were younger and in your 20s. And some of these young girls, y'all trying to get with these old men because you want to be able to get their Social Security after they pass away. Okay, let me warn you against that, because some of them, your granddaddy is fine. You love your granddaddy. When I say fine, I mean like it's great. Like, I loved hugging my grandfather and being there with my grandfather. But it is something that is just kind of gross about an old man that has not taken care of himself. Because many times if they haven't had a woman to take care of and make them go to the doctor, they...
PSA. Don't do it. Don't do it, honey. And it's like, she said this about like penicillin, curry and shit. Yeah. Now that's some funky shit. Like, bro, that is one fucking motherfucking shit. So like, I'm looking for something else at this point, because I'm tired of them going in and out. But I want to go over these text messages real quick, and then we're just going to call this a day. I want y'all to listen to these text messages, okay? Now, this guy says that he is, I think he said 47 or something like that. And let's go read these text messages. So, like I said, I met him a couple weeks ago at the store. The first text message he ever sent me the day after he met me, okay, was this the day he met me. I was busy. I was probably working. So what's up, GN, GM. Of course, that's at night in that morning. So I tagged out good morning. I don't like that GN, GM, whatever. It's cool. When is your day off? I said, why, what's up? He said, at work. You said, when is your day off? I said, why, what's up? And you said at work. I wasn't asking you what's up with you now, what you doing. I'm like, why are you asking me my day off? Like, why, what's up? And so, at work, trying to know you. So basic of a conversation. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. So then he said the next day, GM. I said, time to do what? No response. Next day, GM. That morning, early that morning, GM. 6 o'clock that night. What's up? This is Saturday, right? Saturday at 8 o'clock. I win. Now I went to Shaka Khan, CUN, last night. Wand, WAND, to take you. So I said, you couldn't have wanted to take me because you didn't invite me. Like, what the hell? I asked your days off. Woman, y'all don't want women. Y'all don't want nothing. Asking me my days off is not asking me out. I know what I want. Don't blame me for your ineffective communication. Next time, try. I have tickets to Shaka Khan. Would you like to go? Now this is sad at this point. Where I have to show you how to ask somebody on a date. I think it is so weird, right? Okay. Let's let the fun continue. You must have someone to respond so late. So bet I stopped responding. That's cool. You ain't gotta make that assumption, because if I had somebody, honey, you wouldn't have got my phone number. You know what I'm saying? Even though I knew I was doing this for goodness sake, you wouldn't have got it. So text me later. What's up? So I'm assuming he assumed I had someone. I won't hear from the mama. Good. I don't like how this was going. I'm not fit to baby you and teach you how to date me. Like, that's crazy. Teach somebody how to love you. You have to know something about the female mind and the female anatomy. I can't just show you everything. We're not young teenagers watching porn trying to figure out how to give each other head at this point. We are grown. Anyway, so what's up? At 7 o'clock that night. The next day, 12 o'clock. Good morning. GM, I'm sorry. The 16th, Wednesday. One at 12 o'clock that morning. A picture of it. I want to show y'all this picture so bad. Y'all, I don't want it to be somebody's uncle or something, y'all. We talking. Look, y'all email me. I'll send y'all the picture. blaquespan@gmail.com. Y'all know I be busy in the emails. Y'all see? So now 1 o'clock that same morning. Good night. You not ready for me. 11:27 the following morning, which is still the 16th because he texted me at 12 o'clock on the 16th. GM sweetheart. So I just politely doing hair, call later. Okay. Now the 18th. You trying not to do nothing with we get me do don't. No, I'm bullshit you not. That's what it say. Like, that's what it say. You trying not to do nothing with we get at me. Don't miss your chance. Smiley face. Okay. So I tell them last night was my daughter's friend's sweet 16, child. I wasn't trying to holler at you. I had hair to do. I got to get them ready to go. I'm talking, we got to get lashes done. We got to ready to go to this party. Like, it's too much. You know how sweet 16 is. And her daughter came to my sweet 16. So like we showing out. We showing support. So, but you just can't stop. Hold on. But you can't. This is me. I must can't read me now. But you can't stop. But you can stop with all that jump and fly though. I don't date like teenagers. So, because he was jump fly, don't miss your chance. Like, and so I said, and good morning. Like, because at this point, don't jump fly with me. I'm not no teenager. I don't do what teenagers do. I did what teenagers did when I was a teenager. Like, stop it. It say, GM, send me something. So I said, huh? Like, what the fuck? He asked me for some money. What's going on? Send you something. So he said, pics. So I said, LOL, I don't send random people pictures of me. I think it's weird. I don't mess around like that. I sent you one. I just thought about that picture. It's way down this stuff. I didn't ask for that either. I thought it was weird that you randomly sent a random person a picture. We don't even know each other's names. Like, what's going on? Told you like to go back and forward. So look how he spelled forward. FORWOOD. Forward. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. So, but we gonna download. Okay. Cool. So he's like, y'all stop playing. So he said, so I said, no, I don't, because I don't do what a man I don't know tells me to do. Tells me to do. That doesn't equate me being combative. Like, I'm not being combative or argumentative with you. Like, you just randomly said, send me a picture. And I said, nah, bro, I'm good. And like, you gonna say, I like to go back and forward because of that? Like, stop. I just sent pictures of guys I was dating or sleeping with or had went out with. Like, we had pictures together. But just randomly just send me a pic. What the fuck? Weird. Weirdos. So, no response to that. Next day, GM. Later that night, because I didn't respond to GM. GN, much love from his name. Tuesday. Hello? I can't wait to see you. What? Did we have plans? So I'm looking at that like, can't wait to see me. Like, weird. So Wednesday, GM. So I say morning. What you doing, sweetie? Just seeing you text. Happy Thanksgiving. Same to you. What you doing? Playing dominoes. Is that an invite? What? I'm at my mama's house. Like, no. Why would I invite you to my family, my people's house, wherever I'm at, playing dominoes on a holiday? Like, I have not, you don't see no date in these text messages. I have not seen this man since the corner store. Like, what? Since the mini mart? Okay. Hope to meet her one day. How about you hope to meet me one day? Like, weird. This weird. I guess this is him trying to be sweet. This is what the lady was talking about in this video, where they try to love bomb you, try to run game. Say, bro, his is rusty. Like, stop. So, yesterday, this was yesterday. Whenever you ready, use something. Good night. Use something to hang up on me. Oh, okay. So I think that yesterday he called me or something, or something happened where we were on the phone, and I was like, what's up? You know, I think he called me. He called me, and I was like, yeah, what's up? What's going on? And he was like, you know, he want to meet up. He want to see me, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, meet where? So now, in my mind, I'm thinking the taqueria, the Mexican restaurant, wherever some margaritas are being sold, or, you know, something along those lines. Bro, this nigga say, where you at? I tell him what side of town I'm on. He said, well, that side of town is large. I'm like, yeah, so, like, you know, where you at? He said he in Trinity Garden. Bullshit you not. This is the hood. I bullshit you not. This man say he in Trinity Garden. You want me to pull up? You want me to pull up on you at nighttime in the ghetto with pull up on a nigga I don't know, never met before, never been out nowhere with. We don't have no mutual friends in common or nothing to make me comfortable. Like, what? You could be trying to rob me for one of my cars, for my truck, for my jewelry. Like, so I asked myself, man, how old is you? I didn't know how old he was. Remember, we ain't been on no date. We ain't no conversation. We don't know nothing about each other. So at this point, I'm intrigued. I'm like, how old are you? This fool got to be tripping. This nigga say he is 47. I say, nah, you a 50-year-old man and you don't know how to date a woman? You want me to pull up on you in the hood at nighttime when you with your niggas? So you want me to just come in the middle of the night and be a young lady, come around in the middle of the night, be around a bunch of old niggas she don't know? Child, I must have had a hoot and a holler. I hung that phone up. So he was like, you something else. And I was like, you know, like, you tripping. I hung the phone up because I'm not fit to do all of that, you know. I'm laughing at this point. So, you something else to hang up on me. I said, because you was tripping. I don't know you like that to be on your territory one deep and you too old to suggest such a thing. Like, the fuck? Like, are you seriously almost 50 years old and you doing all this texting from long ways time ago, you know, half of which I do not respond, and not one time I can't wait to meet, like, you can't wait to meet my mom one day, you texting me, like, random pictures of you, like, bro, like, are you serious? See, the younger guys, let me tell y'all something, the younger guys, baby, what's up, mama? I met you at the store the other day. What you got up for tonight? What you got up for tonight? Nothing. Hey, come park over here, such and such, man, hop in the car with me, let's go do something. They already be knowing I don't know them like that to tell you where I stay at. They don't want me to know where they stay at yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Hey, meet me at such and such. What you like to do? I like to shoot pool. Hey, man, meet me at such and such. I know a good pool place. You know what I'm saying? Or I like to do this, I like to do that. Man, meet me at such and such. Man, we can go do that. Yeah. What's up? But my auntie having a card game. You wanna come? I don't know how to play cards, but I'll come watch. Like, come on. What's going on? I got a favorite restaurant I go to all the time because they don't make the lobster don't be dry there. It's not like a fancy restaurant. You know, it's one of them seafood places. You know, with the Chinese people that boil the seafood with all that garlic and have good drinks. I love it. Love it. You can eat there for about $150. Eat, drink, and be merry for hours for like $150. Fun. The music is good. The sports is on all the TVs. You go in there and talk, watch a game, talk some more, watch a game, have a shot, all of that. Great. Meet me there. That's what them youngsters gonna say, man. Shit, Send me the Addy. I'm on the way. You know, that Addy. They like that Addy. Send me the Addy. I'm on the way, ma. Yeah, it's just all of that. Just ain't got no problem taking y'all having a good time. This man 50 years old. And these youngsters out here running circles around him. Yeah, okay. So you something. I think they mean you something else. Yes, I'm something else entirely, honey. I'm a grown woman and I know my worth and I know how I want to be treated. And I don't want to be on the block with your old ass friends standing around some burnt leaves, smoking cigars, drinking cheap liquor, talking about some bullshit. That's what I know I don't want to do. That ain't no fun to me. If I'm gonna be sitting outside with some burnt leaves and talking bullshit, I'm gonna be surrounded by people I know playing dominoes, talking shit, sipping on good bottles that we done brought together, came together and brought. Got boiled meat on the propane boiler thing. We about to eat. Come on, man, don't play with me. Cause I'm a country girl. I don't mind chilling outside, but I don't know you. We ain't had no conversation. We haven't had no long time. I don't know your name. Like, where we going with this? So, I'm not old. Wanted to take you out, but you messed that up. But when you got time, get at me. We didn't talk about taking you out. You said pull up on you in the hood, bro. I said, what are we gonna do? Where are we going? What is up? Like, come on, you don't have no plan? Look, like I got to be the man. This is why I said in that video, black women are single because they too feminine. You want me to plan the date, pick the outfit, do all of this work? What you gonna do? Like seriously. You ain't even ask me what I like. How you gonna pick something for me to go do? I don't know what you like. I don't know what we have in common that we could possibly meet and do the same thing together. Because your conversation is whack. I want to go see old ass Shaka Khan. Nigga, I'm not my mama. Take my mama to go see Shaka Khan. The fuck? The fuck? Child. Anyway. So I asked you over and over again, what were we going to do? So stop lying. You're the man. You call me when you have an actual plan for us. This nigga text me back. Bullshit you not. And you that woman to pick me up and take me somewhere? That's what it said. That's what it said. Now you can interpret this two different ways. Maybe he trying to say, well, since I got to plan it, are you gonna pick me up and take me? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know how he talk because I ain't never had no conversation with him. Because this is all he do. GN, GM, and you miss your chance. Like, bro. You know what I like to do? Where I like to go? With fun, baby, look here. I like to eat, shoot pool, be outside. But you don't know that because you ain't never talked to me. Shaka Khan. I love no goddamn Shaka Khan. You might as well take me to go see Gladys tonight. I might as well get on the midnight train in motherfucking Georgia. Like, bro. I am way younger than you. We got to go somewhere else. Like, stop. What happened to I'll take Starbucks at this point. Meet me at the Starbucks. Let's talk. Like, what's going on? Send me a pic. You young old fuck. Like, I'll be good. I'm gonna be good. Now, mind you, I could sworn I had texted him one day and was like, bro, let's do a Sunday fun day. I said, let's do a Sunday fun day. You want to go grab something to eat or something? And he ain't never hit me back. I could have sworn I said that, but whatever. I didn't say it in our timeline. I could have sworn I said that shit, bro. But it's like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you are 50 and don't know how to date. That let me know how you spend your youth. That means you just giving your body out, just doing random shit. Because you couldn't have been married for a certain amount of time within those 50 years because then you would know how to treat and date a woman because you and your wife would have been having date nights and stuff like that. So it's like, what were you doing? You didn't teach yourself how to get to know women? Like, they just literally just pull up on you in Trinity Garden and ask you for your money. hang out with you for a little bit, bring you a beer, and leave and go spend your money with that young homegirls. Like, come on. Spending y'all time with some thoughts. Like this lady said. Y'all like them young hoes. And then y'all outgrow them hoes and you realize they young and naive and dumb as fuck. And you wonder why y'all arguing all the time. Because the bitch ain't mature enough to be with a guy your age. Dummy. Eventually it's gonna fall apart. After 2 years, 6 years, 10 years, or 12 years. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got like a 10 to 15 year age difference, that shit ain't gonna work. It worked in women's behalf because a lot of times those guys have been through a lot. Black men tend to go through a lot, especially those that are abandoned by their fathers. They done raised their siblings. They borderline PTSD. They've been arrested. They've been incarcerated for exponential amount of time for petty crimes just to feed themselves. Like, they have gone through a lot by the time they get 25, 30. They want a woman that's going to cook, clean, be at home, you know, pleasure them, please them. They can pleasure them, please each other, where they can go out with in public and she not acting a damn fool. She know how to go to, she can introduce you to fancy restaurants. Y'all can talk about credit and building a life together. And I don't want to work at this chemical plant forever. I want to do X, Y, Z. You know, I don't want to drive this forklift forever. I want to do X, Y, Z. And I don't want to go back to jail. Like, I don't want no bitches gonna fight and cuss out my mama. And I like, come on. Now, black men go through a lot, but the problem is they want to keep going through it because they keep repeating themselves. It be the same cycle. I know this one guy, I liked him a lot. I hope he don't see this video. Liked him a lot. Great provider, great guy. Don't want a relationship. Cool. I don't want a relationship with someone. I didn't just meet him. We've been knowing each other forever, but now anyway, you just got a relationship. I've been out of a relationship. I'm on something else. So he says we're gonna get to know each other and see what happens later on. Cool. Getting to know each other requires time. Like, y'all got time to chill with y'all homeboys. Y'all be surrounded by niggas all day long. You can't get to know me in the bed, bro. Like, that's not where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You get to know me outside. You get to know me by when you take me to a restaurant, you see how I eat in public. Because I eat. Sometimes I be getting stuff on me. I eat. I cook my ass out, but baby, I like to eat. I like to be outside. I'll take my old ass, you know. And I say old ass because I'm too old to be doing this. I'll still go to Herman Park and roll down the hill, honey. Like, I like sipping paints. I like the comedy club. I like to be outside in more ways than just on the corner. You know what I'm saying? I can hang out on the corner and chop it up because we grew up in the same area around the same people. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't do that too often just because of how this is no ego shit. But because of how good I look, people tend to flirt with me a lot. And I don't like to be flirted with by niggas I grew up with. Like, holla at me, damn me up. What's up? How you been? What's going on, man? How the wife? How the kids? Don't act like these bitches don't exist because I'm right there because you can't have me no way. You know what I'm saying? I don't like no dude try to come hug and touch all on me to make it like I'm off limits either. When you know you ain't spent no time. Anyway, I just want a little tangent real quick. I think it's just hilarious that people wait till they get holes in their brains, start having strokes, get headaches every day, high blood pressure, don't even know they got high blood pressure because they ain't been to the doctor in I don't know how long, don't get checkups. I go twice a year. They don't check on their penises. They don't check knowing they ain't wearing no condoms. That's another video because HIV is on the rise because y'all think that it disappeared because they on TV no more. And y'all think it's a gay man's disease still. And y'all still giving it to anybody. Most black women get HIV from a nigga they love and trust. So that's out here untrustworthy and unlovable, and you shouldn't have been with them because they out there sleep with Sam, Bella, Stella, Ella, Monique, Dominique, Keisha, and the other bitch he met from the club that he thought smelled good, so he put his dick in her. And it was wet, so he gonna keep fucking and not knowing it take 2 years for that shit to show up. A year to 2 years for that shit to show up. I make sure I don't have multiple partners in the same year. Cause something go down with me, I know who the body. Cause there ain't gonna be no conversation. There ain't gonna be no, you need to get yourself checked. No ma'am, no sir. No sir, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir. I don't get down like that. I'm not irresponsible with my body. I never have been. And y'all better get wise with y'all bodies because HIV is on the rise, especially in our community. Y'all don't want to use prophylactics. Y'all think that a pill is and a baby is on a pill is what you need to protect yourself from a baby. That's all you need protection from. No, sir. You need protection from herpes. I know a girl got herpes when she was 18. She married to a big time nigga. Now I wonder if he knows she got herpes. I know one girl got herpes in high school with me. Like she went to high school with me, and she been in 2 long-term committed relationships. I'm like, do they be knowing? Do they be caring? Like, do they be disclosing? Do they have herpes too? I just be like, I don't eat and drink nothing at people's houses like that because I'm like, like y'all better stop being irresponsible with y'all bodies. Use protection. Get checked. Women, they have a health program in every state. Utah Women's Health, Texas Women's Health, whatever Women's Health state you in. It's free medical insurance just for your vagina. It covers the gynecologists. They give you blood tests. They give you cultures. They test everything. I don't care if it's a hair bump. Go get it looked at. Like, come on. Like, you got to stop it. You can get anything from BV to trichomonas to something even more serious because a guy, there's certain things that a guy, they don't, men, and men, y'all don't understand that your tissue on your phallus is absorbent. You cannot sleep with multiple women. It is absorbent, okay? Because it's not meant for you just to go from woman to woman to woman to woman. Like you have this woman's essence literally still in your penis, and then you go put it in somebody else, and that stuff don't mix. And then they next thing you know they got yeast infection, bacterial vaginosis, trichomonas, a lot of this stuff that barely has symptoms. Next thing you know, they wondering why their fertility is fucked up, why they can't have kids because their uterus been clogged up for a decade because they didn't know that you was sleeping with everybody. Women, when they come around you with passion marks and they climax different, they understand they having multiple sex partners. A lot of men are not honest about it. And if you thinking he have multiple sex partners, leave him alone. Leave him alone, bro. Your health is your wealth. And nobody's gonna care about it like you. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I went years celibate. I don't care about no D like that. I don't need it like that. To be honest with you, to be honest, I like companionships. I like laughs. I like adventures and stuff like that. When you do stuff like that with me, that makes me want to sleep with you. I don't want to sleep with you before that happens. Like I'm sleeping with somebody because I like them, not because I need some D. Like y'all just be needing y'all back banged out, and that's like that'll kill you. That urge just to have sex. I have an urge for companionship, for love, for romance. You know what I'm saying? For, camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? To grow with somebody. That's why I sleep with somebody. And y'all better get those type of standards for y'all vagina too, because I'm telling y'all, man, TTR gonna stop everything. Y'all better get it together. Hello? I beg your pardon? This is who? Yes, this is she. Give me one moment. Hold on, please. 1 second. So yeah, y'all get it together. Be safe. I love y'all. This is Blackspan, and I'm out.